Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Chapter 23. Maitreya Uvacha Pitrubhyam Prastite Sadhvi Patimingita Kovidha Nityam Yarchar Nityam Paryacharat Pritya Bhavaniva Bhavam Prabhum. Maitreya continued. After the departure of her parents, the chaste woman Devahuti, who could understand the desires of her husband, served him constantly with great love as Bhavani, the wife of Lord Shiva, serves her husband. विश्रम्भेणात्मशौचेन गौरवेण दमेन च शुश्रूषया सौहृदेन वाचा मधुरया च भोः. O Vidura, Devahuti served her husband with intimacy and great respect, with control of the senses, with love and with sweet words. विसृज्य कामं दम्भं च द्वेपं लोभमघं मदम्. अप्रमत्तोऽध्यता नित्यं तेजीयां समतोपयत्. अप्रमत्तोऽध्यता नित्यं तेजीयां समतोषयत्. Working sanely and diligently, she pleased her very powerful husband, giving up all lust, pride, envy, greed, sinful activities, and vanity. Savai devarshivaryastam मानवीं समनुव्रतां दैवाङ्गदीयसः प्रत्युराशासानां महाशिशः. कालेन भूयसा क्षामां वर्षितां व्रतचर्यया प्रेमगद्गदया वाचा पीडितः कृपया ब्रवीत्. The daughter of Manu, who was fully devoted to her husband, looked upon him as greater even than Providence. Thus she expected great blessings from him. Having served him for a long time, she grew weak and emaciated due to her religious observances. Seeing her condition, Kardama, the foremost of the celestial sages, was overcome with compassion and spoke to her in a voice choked with great love. Kardama uvacha तुष्टोऽहमद्य तव मानदायाः शुश्रूषया परमया परया च भक्त्या यो देहिनामयमतीव सुहृत्सदेहो नावेश्रितः समुचितः क्षपितुं मदर्ते. Kardama Muni said, O respectful daughter of Swayambhuva Manu, today I am very pleased with you for your great devotion and most excellent loving service. Since the body is so dear to embodied beings, I am astonished that you have neglected your own body to use it on my behalf. ये मे स्वधर्मनिरतस्य तपः समाधि विद्यात्मयोगविजिता भगवत्प्रसादाः तानेव ते मदनुसेवनयावरुद्धान् दृष्टिं प्रपश्य वितराम्य भयानशोकान्. Kartama Muni continued, I have achieved the blessings of the Lord in discharging my own religious life of austerity, meditation, and Krishna consciousness. Although you have not experienced these achievements, which are free from fear and lamentation, I shall offer them all to you because you are engaged in my service. Now, just look at them. I am giving you the transcendental vision to see how nice they are. अन्ये पुनर्भगवतो भ्रुव उद्विजृम्भ विभ्रंशितार्तरचना किमुरुक्रमस्य सिद्धासि भुङ्क्ष्व विभवान् निजधर्मदोहान् दिव्यान्नरैर्दुरधिगान् Kriyabihi. Kardama Muni continued, what is the use of enjoyments other than the Lord's grace? All material achievements are subject to be annihilated simply by the movement of the eyebrows of Lord Vishnu, the Supreme Personality of Godhead. By your principles of devotion to your husband, you have achieved and you can enjoy transcendental gifts very rarely obtained by persons proud of aristocracy and material possessions. Evam bruvānamabhala kila yogamaya vidya vichakshanamavekshya gatādirasit samprashraya pranaya vihvalaya gireshad vridavaloka vilasadhasitananaha. Upon hearing this, the speaking of her husband, who excelled in knowledge of all kinds of transcendental science, innocent Devahuti was very satisfied. Her smiling face shining with a slightly bashful glance, she spoke in a choked voice because of great humility and love. Devahutiruvacha Radham bata dvija vrushairtada moghayoga mayadipe tvai vibho tadavaimi bhartaha yastebhyadai samaya sakrudanga sango भूयाद्गरीयसि गुणः prasavas satinam. Sri Devahuti said, my dear husband, O best of Brahmanas, I know that you have achieved perfection and are the master of all the infallible mystic powers because you are under the protection of Yogamaya, the transcendental nature. But you once made a promise that our bodily union should not fulfill. But you once made a promise that our bodily union should now fulfill, since children are a great quality for a chaste woman who has a glorious husband. Tatreti kritya mupashishya shiksha Tatreti kritya mupashiksha yatopadesham yenaiva me karshitotiri ramsayatma siddhyetate krutamanobhava dharshitaya deenastadhisha bhavanam sadrusham vichakshva. Devahuti continued, my dear Lord, I am struck by excited emotion for you. Therefore, kindly make what arrangements must be made according to the scriptures, so that my skinny body, emaciated through unsatisfied passion, may be rendered fit for you. Although, my lord, please think of a suitable house for this purpose. Also, my lord, please think of a suitable house for this purpose. Maitreya Uvacha Priyayav Priyamannvijan Kardamo Yogamastitaha Vimanam Kamagam Kshattas Tarhyeva Virachikarat. Maitreya continued, O Vidura, seeking to please his beloved wife, the sage Kardama exercised his yogic power and instantly produced an aerial mansion that could travel at his will. Sarvakamadugam divyam sarvaratna samanvitam sarvadadyupachayodarkam manistambhairupaskrutam. It was a wonderful structure, bedecked with all sorts of jewels, adorned with pillars of precious stones, and capable of yielding whatever one desired. It was equipped with full form for furniture and wealth, which tended into income in the course of time. Divyopakaranopētam sarvakalasukavaham pattikabhih patakabhir vichitrabhiralankrutam sragbhir manjushinjat षडङ्घ्रिभिः दुकूलक्षौमकौ शेयोर् नानावस्त्रैर्विराजितम्. The castle was fully equipped with all necessary paraphernalia, and it was pleasing in all seasons. It was decorated all around with flags, festoons, and artistic work of variegated colors. It was further embellished with wreaths of charming flowers that attracted sweetly humbling bees and tapestries of linen, silk, and various other fabrics. Uparyupari vinyasta nilayeshu prutam kshiptaih kashipubhih kantam paryankavyajanasanaihi. The palace looked charming with beds, couches, fans, and seats, all separately arranged in 7 stories. Tatra tatra vinikshiptan. Tatra tatra vinikshipta nanashilpopashobhitam Mahamarakatastalya Jushtam Vidrumavedibihi. Its beauty was enhanced by artistic engravings here and there on the walls. The floor was of emerald with coral daisies. Dvasu Vidrumadehalya Bhatam Vajra Kapatavat Shikareshwindraneeleshu Hemakumbhairadhikshitam. The palace was beautiful, with its coral thresholds at the entrances and its doors bedecked with diamonds. Gold pinnacles crowned its domes of sapphire. Chakshushmatpadmaragagrair Vajra Chakshushmatpadmaragagrair Vajrabithishu nirmitaihi Jushtam vichitravaittanair Maharhair hematoranaihi. With the choicest rubies set in its diamond walls, it appeared as though possessed of eyes. It was furnished with wonderful canopies and greatly valuable gates of gold. हंसपारावतव्रातैस्तत्र तत्र निकूजितम् कृत्रिमान् मन्यमानैः स्वान् अधिरुह्यादिरुह्य च. Here and there in that palace were multitudes of live swans and pigeons, as well as artificial swans and pigeons, so lifelike that the real swans rose above them again and again, thinking them live birds like themselves. Thus the palace vibrated with sounds of these birds. विहारस्यानविक्षाम संवेशप्राङ्गणाजिरैः यतोपजोषं रचितैर्विस्मापनमिवात्मनः. The castle had pleasure grounds, resting chambers, bedrooms, and inner and outer yards designed with an eye to comfort. All this caused astonishment to the sage himself. ईदृग्गृहं तत् पश्यन्तीं नातिप्रीतेन चेतसा सर्वभूताशयाभिज्ञः कर्धमः स्वयं. When he saw Devahuti looking at the gigantic opulent palace with a displeased heart, Kardama Muni could understand her feelings because he could study the heart of anyone. Thus he personally addressed his wife as follows. Nimajyasmin hrude bhiru vimanamidamaruha idam शुक्लकृतं तीर्थम् आशिषां यापकं नृणाम्. My dear Devahuti, you look very much afraid. First bathe in Lake Bindusarovara, created by Lord Vishnu himself, which can grant all desires of a human being, and then mount this airplane. Sa tad bhartus samadaya vachah kushalayekshana sarajam बिभ्रति वासो वेणीभूतांश्च मूर्धजान्. The lotus-eyed Devahuti accepted the order of her husband because of her dirty dress and the locks of matted hair on her head. She did not look very attractive. Angam cha malapankena sanchannam shabalastanam आविवेश सरस्वत्याः शरः शिवजलाशयम्. Her body was coated with a thick layer of dirt and her breasts were discolored. She dove, however, into the lake which contained the sacred waters of Saraswati. Santas शान्तः सरसिवेश्मस्ताः शतानि दशकन्यकाः सर्वाः किशोरवयसो ददर्शोत्पलगन्धयः. In a house inside the lake, she saw 1,000 girls, all in prime of youth and fragrant like lotuses. तान् दृष्ट्वा महसोत्थाय प्रोचुः प्राञ्जलयः स्त्रियः वयं कर्मकरिस्तुभ्यं शाधिनः करवामकिम्. Seeing her, the damsels suddenly rose and said with folded hands, "We are your maidservants. Tell us what we can do for you." Snanena tam maharhena snapayitva manasvinim dukule nirmale nutne dhudusyai cha manadaha. The girls, being very respectful to Devahuti, brought her forth, and after bathing her with valuable oils and ornaments, they gave her fine new spotless cloth to cover her body. भूषणानि परार्ध्यानि वरीयांसि द्युमन्ति च अन्नं सर्वगुणोपेतं पानं चैवामृतासवम्. They then decorated her with very excellent and valuable jewels, which shone brightly. Next, they offered her food containing all good qualities and a sweet, inebriating drink called asavam. अतादर्शे स्वमात्मानं स्रग्विणं विरजाम्बरं विरजं कृतस्वस्य यानं कन्याभिर्बहुमानितम्. Then in a mirror she beheld her own reflection. Her body was completely freed from all dirt, and she was adorned with a garland, dressed in unsullified robes and decorated with auspicious marks of tilaka. She was served very respectfully by the maids. Snatam krutashirasnanam sarvabharanabhushitam nishkagrivam valayinam kujatkanchananupuram. Her entire body, including her head, was completely bathed, and she was decorated all over with ornaments. She wore a special necklace with a locket. There were bangles on her wrists and tinkling anklets of gold about her ankles. Shondyoradastyaya काञ्चन्या बहुरत्नया हारेण च महार्हेण रुचकेन च भूषितम्. About her lips she wore a girdle of gold set with numerous jewels, and she was further adorned with a precious pearl necklace and auspicious substances. Sudata subhruvashlakshnas दिग्धापाङ्गेन चक्षुषा पद्मकोशस्पृधा नीलैरलकैश्च लसन्मुखम्. Her countenance shone with beautiful teeth and charming eyebrows. Her eyes, distinguished by lovely moist corners, defeated the beauty of lotus buds. Her face was surrounded by dark curling tresses. Yada sasmara rushabham rushinam dayitam patim tatra chaste sahasribhir yatraste sa prajapatihi. When she thought of her great husband, the best of the sages, Kardama Muni, who was very dear to her, she, along with all maidservants, at once appeared where he was. Bhartuh purastadaatmanam stri sahasravrutam tada nishamya tadyogagatim samshayam pratyapadhyata. She was amazed to find herself surrounded by 1,000 maids in the presence of her husband and to witness his yogic power. Satam krutamalasnanam vibrajantimapurvavat atmano bibratim rupam संवीतरुचिरस्तनीं विद्याधरी सहस्रेण सेव्यमानां सुवाससं जातभावो विमानं तद् Arohayadamitrahan. The sage could see that Devahuti had washed herself clean and was shining forth as though no longer his former wife. She had regained her original beauty as the daughter of the prince. Dressed in excellent robes, her charming breasts duly girdled, she was waited upon by 1,000 Gandharva girls. O destroyer of enemies, his for her grew, and he placed her on the aerial mansion. Tasmin तस्मिन् न लुप्तमहिमा प्रिययानुरक्तो विद्याधरीभिरुपचीर्णवु वपुर्विमाने बभ्राज उत्कचकुं बभ्राज उत्कचकुं बभ्राज उत्कचकुमुद्गणवानपीच्छस्ताराभिरावृत इवोडुपतिर्नभस्यतः नभस्तः बभ्राज उत्कचकुमुद्गणवानपीच्छस्ताराभिरावृत इवोडुपतिर्नभस्यतः नभस्तः. Though seemingly attracted to his beloved consort while served by the Gandharva girls, the sage did not lose his glory, which was mastery over his self. In the aerial mansion, Kardama Muni, with his consort, shone as charmingly as the moon in the midst of stars in the sky, which causes rows of lilies to open in the ponds at night. तेनाष्टलोक परिहारकुलाचलेन्द्र द्रोणीस्वनङ्ग सकमारुत सौभगासु सिद्ध्यैर्नुतो द्युधुनिपात शिवस्वनासु रेमे चिरं धनदवल्ललनावरूथी. In that aerial mansion, he travelled to the pleasure valleys of Mount Meru, which were rendered all the more beautiful by cool, gentle, fragrant breezes, thus stimulated passion. In these valleys, the treasurer of gods, Kuvera, surrounded by beautiful women and praised by the Siddhas, generally enjoys pleasure. Kardama Muni, also surrounded by the beautiful damsels and his wife, went there and enjoyed for many, many years. वैश्रम्भके सुरसने नन्दने पुष्पभद्रके मानसे चैत्ररस्ते च मानसे चैत्ररस्ते ये मानसे चैत्ररस्थये च सरे मे रमया रतः. Satisfied by his wife, he enjoyed in that aerial mansion, not only on the Mount Meru, but in different gardens known as Vaisrambhaka, Surasana, Nandana, Pushpabhadraka, and Chaitraratya, and by the Manasarovar lake. Bhrajishnuna vimanena kamagena mahiyasa Vaimanikanathyasheta charam lokanyatanilaha. He travelled in that way through the various planets as the air passes uncontrolled in every direction. Coursing through the air in that great and splendid aerial mansion, which could fly at his will, he surpassed even the demigods. Kim durapadanam tesham पुंसामुद्दामचेतसां यैराश्रितस्तीर्थपदश्चरणो व्यसनात्ययः. What is difficult to achieve for determined men who have taken refuge of Supreme Personality of Godhead's lotus feet? His feet are the source of sacred rivers like Ganges, which put an end to the dangers of mundane life. प्रेक्षयित्वा भुवो गोलं पत्न्यै यावान् स्वसंस्थया बह्वाश्चर्यं महायोगी स्वाश्रमायन्यवर्तत. After showing his wife the globe of the universe and its different arrangements, full of many wonders, the great yogi Kardama Muni returned to his own hermitage. विभज्य नवधात्मानं मानवीं सुरतोः सुखां रामां निरमयन् रेमे वर्षपूगान् मुहूर्तवत्. After coming back to his hermitage, he divided himself into 9 personalities just to give pleasure to Devahuti, the daughter of Manu, who was eager for sex life. In that way, he enjoyed with her for many, many years, which passed like a moment. Tasmin vimana utkrishtam shayyam ratikarim shrita nacha budhyatatam kalam patyapicchena sangata. In that aerial mansion, Devahuti, in the company of her handsome husband, situated on the excellent bed that increased sexual desires, could not realize how time was passing. Yevam yoganubhavena dampatyo ramamanayoho shatam vyatiyuh sharadaha kamalalasayormanak. While the couple, who eagerly longed for sexual pleasure, were thus enjoying themselves by virtue of mystic powers, 100 autumns passed like a brief span of time. Tasyamadattare tastam bhavayanatmanatmavit nedha vidhaya rupam swam sarvasankalpa vidvibuhu. The powerful Kardama Muni was the knower of everyone's heart, and he could grant whatever one desired. Knowing the spiritual soul, he regarded her as half of his body. Dividing himself into 9 forms, he impregnated Devahuti with 9 discharges of semen. Atassa sushuve sadhyo देवहूतिस्त्रियः प्रजाः सर्वास्ताश्चारु सर्वाङ्ग्यो लोहितोत्पलगन्धयः. Immediately afterwards, on the same day, Devahuti gave birth to 9 female children, all charming in every limb and fragrant with the scent of the red lotus flower. Patim sa pravajishyantam तदा लक्ष्योषति बहिः स्मयमाना विक्लवेन हृदयेन विधूयता. When she saw her husband about to leave home, she smiled externally, but at heart she was agitated and distressed. लिखन्त्यधोमुखी भूमिं पादानखमणिश्रिया उवाच ललितां वाचं निरुध्याश्रुकलां शनैः. She stood and scratched the ground with her foot, which was radiant with the lustre of her gem-like nails. Her head bent down, she spoke in slow yet charming accents, suppressing her tears. Devahutiruvacha sarvam tad bhagavan mahyam उपोवाह प्रतिश्रुतम् अथापि ते प्रपन्नाय अभयं दातुमर्हसि. Sri Devahuti said, "My lord, you have fulfilled all the promises you gave me, yet because I am your surrendered soul, you should give me fearlessness too." ब्रह्मन् दुहितुभिस्तुभ्यं विमुरुघ्यापतयः समाः कश्चित् विशोकाय त्वयि प्रवतिते वनम्. My dear Brahmana, as far as your daughters are concerned, they will find their own suitable husbands and go away to their respectful homes. But who will give me solace after your departure as a sannyasi? एतावतालं कालेन व्यतिक्रान्तेन मे प्रभो इन्द्रियार्थप्रसङ्गेन परित्यक्तपरात्मनः. Until now, we have simply wasted so much of our time in sense gratification, neglecting to cultivate knowledge of the Supreme Lord. इन्द्रियार्थेषु सज्जन्त्या प्रसङ्गस्त्वयि मे कृतः अजानन्त्या परं भावं तताप्यस्त्वभयाय मे. Not knowing your transcendental situation, I have loved you while remaining attached to the objects of the senses. Nonetheless, let the affinity I have developed for you rid me of all fear. Sango yas samsruterhetur asatsu vihito dhiya sayeva sadushu kruto nissangatvaya kalpate. Association of sense gratification is certainly the path of bondage, but the same type of association performed with a saintly person leads to the path of liberation, even if performed without knowledge. Neha yat karma dharmaya na viragaya kalpate na tirtha pada sevayai jivannapi mruto hi saha. Anyone whose work is not meant to elevate him to religious life, anyone whose religious ritualistic performances do not raise him to renunciation, and anyone situated in renunciation that does not lead him to devotional service to the Supreme Personality of Godhead must be considered dead, although he is breathing. Saham bhagavato noonam vinchasa mayaya dhrudam yatvam vimuktidam prapya mumuksheya bandhanat. My lord, surely I have solidly cheated by the insurmountable illusionary energy. My lord, surely I have been solidly cheated by the insurmountable illusionary energy of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, for in spite of having obtained your association, which gives liberation from material bondage, I did not seek such liberation. Thus ends the chapter entitled Devahuti's Lamentation. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.